Hello, everyone. Oh, God. Waiting for the captions to come back. Okay, we're good. Hello, and welcome back to Revenge of the Kite. Yeah, had a bit of a break, but it was very much needed for all of us. Holy shit.
Yeah, I lost my voice from an illness
Yep.
for like a straight up week.
Yeah. And some of us are making some life-changing things, and yeah, just dealing with, like, it's a busy time. Like, being up front, we might only just have this session and the other one for the new year, or like this one and a session next week before the year is over, and that will probably be it for us until 2023. But hopefully we'll be making some strides, and yeah, keeping more that sweet juicy content. But yeah, just quickly going around and giving our spiels. I am Kevin, your DM for past, present, and future sessions. Yeah, it has been a hot minute since we've been back here, and I am terrified of what the fuck the party's gonna be dealing with. Not even the droids is dealing with their fucking maintaining all of their couple bullshit. There's so much relationship drama in this session, probably. Alright. After that, there is Tati.
Hello, Tati here. I play your friendly neighborhood Zabrak Raziel, trying to keep the peace, keep people alive. And when he doesn't, he is hurting.
Yeah.
He's hurting a boy.
Yeah, not a great job done last session. Let's be real. A bit out of it Raz's control, but you know, still.
Yeah, hugely out of Raz's control when you have a ship that can shoot way across the fucking map.
Fair. And after that we have Jinkles.
Hi, I'm Jinkles. I play the lovely mom character Shir'iven. And I'm basically crumbling because I get no sleep anymore.
God damn.
Oh no.
Poor baby.
I'm starting to get I'm already getting tired, man. I'm like, I can't do. Yeah. I'm not an adult anymore.
Yeah. We'll see if we'll see if today is how much, if at all, a shorter session this will be, but yeah. After that, we have Chase. He'll be coming a bit fashionably late, but he is playing Viper RC0947, Viper if you're nasty. And, yeah. And last but certainly not least, Mustang.
Hey, I'm Mustang or Sara, don't mind which. I play Beren, the Tugroot Mandalorian, who, like Raz, is also going through it sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's having a rough one, as you can clearly tell across the board.
Shiri's out here like that fucking meme of like Marge from The Simpsons. Kids, could you lighten up?
Pretty much. The boys be going through it.
No, Marge, we have to go to war. It's like fucking Obi-Wan or Anakin as Homer. God, and like fucking Rex and Cody are fucking Bart and Lisa. Okay, let us...
Catch with Maggie.
Yes.
Alright, let me get the playlist going, and we will get ourselves a recap. Started... Music droid. Let me just plug this in here.
I'm not even gonna bother with the formalities. Our trip through Jabim was a disaster. What was supposed to be minimal losses turned into 8,000 troopers and 2,500 non-clone recruits dead. We were unprepared, again, and it cost us. Those droid ships took off while they had the upper hand and left us to lick our wounds. But not before we took down 2 of them, and not before I stole one of the brain modules. Hopefully the tech team will be able to analyze it and find out more. Because we need more info if we're going to win this. We can't rush in headlong anymore. I just hope I can make up for failing Streak. He didn't deserve this. I don't care what it takes from me as long as everyone's safe. Raz, forgive me.
Is that your stomach?
Mine? Probably.
Yeah, not mine.
Evan, eat something!
I just did! Okay. Let me get my music going. Also have a little bit of
End of
background this time.
end of dramatic speech. Stomach growls.
Yeah.
Shiri, fucking eat something!
My god, I know you have a look to maintain, but geez, have some rations. God. But, alright. I'll turn down the rain effects a little bit. Trying to juggle a lot of volume avenues here. But yeah. Continuing where we left off, friends, foes, and undecided. Yeah, you guys narrowly avoided a nuke going off in your faces, so that was...
Poggers?
Poggers, very much so.
Yeah, that's a big poggers.
Yeah, Beren let Slick get away.
I consider this a win.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Like, emphasis on the let him get away. Beren actively, like, could have hunted that man down if he wanted to, but didn't.
Yeah, like...
I spared you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think we told Shiri about what happened yet.
Nope. But Baron's just gonna be like, you know, he's dead, so...
He's
I
dead,
feel like Shiri's gonna be like... Okay, we needed that, like, okay, good for you, but... I needed him.
Yeah, but he's dead, so,
Okay, pop off, girly. Anyway.
he ate.
Fuck.
So anyways... God.
Honestly, work.
Jesus.
If you can't tell, we've had a bit of Patreon content in just before we went live, so that's why.
Just a bit.
But anyway, the fight ensued with some droid gunships. As stated before, Streak unfortunately is one of the casualties. He died to a sort of rogue a gunship missile locking on him. And let me see if I can change to something else.
Honestly, work.
I will just leave this one for right now. But oop, not that.
I'm sorry, I cope by telling jokes.
No, it's totally fine.
You're good.
But yeah.
I'm cracking up. Anyone dies. Honestly, she served.
Anyway, but yeah, you guys held a quick funeral for Streak. Very loving. I think you poured booze on his grave or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Pull one out for the homies.
And yeah, you guys like count up your losses. There was a bit of a fight, as like you weren't there for this, Shir'iven, actually. But pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, Shiri would have witnessed it, but Jinkles wasn't there.
Yeah.
Bruiser essentially blamed.
I get too sweepy.
No,
You're good. You're good.
But yeah,
essentially, Bruiser blamed Patch for what happened, and Beren got up in Bruiser's face. Raz was like the voice of reason in his weakened state and told them, like, no fighting amongst ourselves, please. Yeah. We have work to do.
Yeah, and Beren tried punching Bruiser, but then Patch got the punch, so...
No, he tried punching Viper, but then Patch...
Right. Yeah.
Because Viper was acting, he thought he was Django and then snapped out of it, and then Patch gave him a fucking,
tranquilizer?
Yeah, trinkle shot. So now he's...
Fuck?
Yeah. So now he's, like, unconscious in a, back to tank.
Yeah.
Bruiser and Patch?
Oh, no, Viper is.
Oh, okay.
Patch,
I'm like...
Patch just put Viper under, pretty much. He's like, oh yeah, he's like in a state, he's in a manic state. I gotta knock this motherfucker out, pretty much.
I'm getting worried for fucking Viper's sanity. Hello.
Yeah, same. Raz even said like, are you sure that's the best idea?
But yeah, it's still pretty much heavy rain going on through the day.
I love that game.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, damn it.
And I'll say there's a little bit of like arguments between Patch and Bruiser about like where to go next, or like proceedings, and ultimately Patch convinces Bruiser to move a bit further into basically like move towards the edge of this canyon. So basically I'll actually show it on the map for you guys, if Roll20 will let me. Oh yeah, that's right. I also have Roll20 Pro now, so I can do more stuff with the maps eventually. But wait, yeah, if I can go to here. Yeah, so you guys basically are now right about couple extra miles further on the outskirts of the canyon. Yeah, I'll say, like, at least for reference, you guys are right about, if I can draw on the map, there we go, freehand. So you guys are out here, and Obi-Wan and his forces are right about here. So I'll just sort of relocate them.
Okay.
But yeah, you're pretty much just now setting up camp, and I'll say, Shir'iven, you're kind of like in your tent right now. Just like, what would Shir'iven be doing like after the battle? Like, just be like, it's getting close to probably like 8 o'clock in the night.
She's definitely like checking on like the remaining like she's checking on our party members, she's checking on the clones and everything that she can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say at least like going to Viper because it's easiest for him. Signs are showing that he's stable. He's kind of like still like in like still unconscious for the most part, but yeah, he's doing his best. And I'll say like you can find I'll say you can still find Raz and Raz and Beren are like still like together somewhere in the camp.
Yeah, she'll let Beren be alone with Patch.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she knows, she'll like look over at the two of them. If they make eye contact, she gives like a gentle nod. Like she keeps going on to check on everyone.
Right.
Definitely after that fight, she kinda wants to get to check in with like Bruiser and shit, because it's like,
okay,
you know, she kind of wants to hear some sides to this. Like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Because I just picture Shiri walking in, like, do you remember that fucking thing of Community where Donald Glover's character walks into the fucking burning worm?
Yes,
with the pizza? That's Shiri.
Yeah, like, the mood around the camp right now is actually still very, like, sort of tense and somber. Like, a fair bit of the clones witnessed, like, the argument between Bruiser and Patch, and I'll say, like, as you're walking around, because you have observance, I'm pretty sure you do,
yeah,
you can kind of hear the mutterings of, I don't know if Patch really is meant to lead this. It's been a bit of a slaughterhouse. And it's like, come on, like, give the man a chance. He's always cares for his brothers, you know? It shows for it. And then kind of in the other, like, batches of clones be like, poor Brass. For Generation 1 already passed. It's like, yeah. And, yeah, like, you're getting a big vibe of that. Everything is just very, like, somber and tense, but I'll say you can find Bruiser. He's just kind of, like, outside one of the tents, and he's just popping a death stick. And
Bruiser.
he like kind of like turns around to see you.
Huh. General?
Like, and he like sort of will like pop out a cigar and goes, or like a box of death sticks, goes like,
Careful one.
No, but do continue. I just don't smoke.
Fine.
closes it and keeps lighting his up.
I only caught the tail end of everything going on. Do you mind telling me your side of it before I go and ask Patch and Viper once he wakes up?
He takes a nice long drag.
Think that Mondo's distracting Patch. I don't know what's with him. Patch always used to be all about doing the orders, getting Criff done. He's different now with that Beren fella. You noticed it too, didn't you, General?
Somewhat, but not enough to change Patch entirely. His duty is towards the mission as a whole.
I want to think it is, but today was a shit show. We're usually at the top of our game in environments like this. Not saying it might have been that much better under my lead, but when that you made a wrong call, making him commander, but I don't know. Maybe it's best that after all this is over, we maybe leave that Beren fella behind. For his good. He's a respectable warrior, but I don't think he's going to be good for Patch in the long run.
I see your concern, Bruiser. I do. Beren is just as much an asset to this team as you are.
Well,
I only say that because of what he's gone through, what he's done for me, for Raz, even for Viper.
well, maybe you should teach the kid a thing or two about respect. He's not a free-reign Mandalorian anymore. If he's working with us, he's got to understand the chain of command. Patch isn't just leading his brothers and sisters. These are his troops, and he's got to show his... I can't keep protecting him all the time, Sherry. He's got to man up himself.
I'll speak with him, but I also need you to understand at least that there are a lot of things going on. This is a new thing for Patch as a whole. Not just commanding, but even this. I mean, tell me, Bruiser, if you were put into Patch's situation, wouldn't you feel a bit out of touch with everything? If you had someone like that?
What are you saying that...
Me, like, out of character, me shoving it in there even more.
He just kind of looks to you with a raised eyebrow like,
What do you think? Wait, is there more between Beren and Patch than you're letting on? Are they just
They're
friends,
close.
or...?
They're close, is what I can say.
Like, friends close, or...
Let's say that, yes. There's a deep care that he has for him.
huh.
It's
it's a strong bond. Not. I'm trying to say this without not dropping the fucking bomb. Obviously.
Yeah, you kind of you kind of rolled yourself into a corner here. I'm sorry.
Hey man, you're
That's
good.
fine.
Like if historians can just go, they were good friends, and everyone believes it. I'm pretty sure
No,
one
it's-
clone will believe they're good friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bond. It's a very. Hold on. Can I
No. Yeah, you can think of if you want.
Give me a second. Hold on. I'm getting my sheet. I forgot my sheet.
You're
You're
fine.
good. You're good.
Let me bring up.
What are you gonna do?
Let me bring up old Bruzy.
Hold on.
And
Sarah, I need your help with Mandalorian speech.
Okay.
What would a strong bond be called?
I mean, Mandalorian warriors call each other Vod, which is brother in arms, basically. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So Shiri kind of first of all, rolling that 21.
Nice.
Would it be deception or would it be persuasion?
I'd say it would be deception as you're trying to steer it away from that they're a lovers couple as opposed to a
Just like a really strong, good friends kind of thing.
yeah. Let me
Have
see.
you ever heard of VOD?
Um.
Mandalorian connection.
Yeah, I've heard Reyes and the others talk about that a fair few times.
In Beren's tribe, a lot of those VODs were very close to one another. Beren sees Patch as one of them. A very close brother-in-arms.
Oh. Huh. I mean, well, that's perfectly fine then. I mean,
But they look at each other as family, in a way. And you can see why he's opening his world up to both what his original culture is and trying to have Patch even see it that way. Because technically you all are Mandalorian.
I mean, that is true. I mean, well, look, I just want Patch to be at his best, and
I understand. Your heart's in the right place, Bruiser. And she places a hand on his chest and everything. Just, you have a good heart.
He blushes for a hot second.
She smiles up at him and she just laughs a little bit. I see why you're worried so much. Trust me, I do. Especially with the stakes we're facing. This isn't a battle we've ever been a part of before.
He kind of tosses the dead stick in the rain, and immediately sort of sniffs out and goes,
yeah, it's just a lot of pressure on us, and, you know, this planet goes, that's another, what, good chunk of our defense or navy down the shitter. And,
I know.
yeah.
I don't like it one bit either. You're more than soldiers to me. You're people. Because think of it this way, Bruiser. If we win this war, what's going to happen after? You are built to then live your lives. I don't want to take that away from you. And I would feel terrible ripping that away from anyone that's fighting in this war.
"Are you sitting across from him, or right next to him?"
She's standing next to him. I thought they were standing, like leaning against a building.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that he's standing, and he kind of yeah, he's going to sort of go for an embrace around this time.
She was a little like taken aback by it because it probably happened like so fast.
Yeah.
Like the mood just changed, and she's like, "Oh." She gives in. She hugs him.
Yeah. Like you hear him like start like tearing up a little bit. Just thank you.
There, Bruiser.
Like wipes the tears from his eyes. Fucking hell. Like Sara goes, you know, back in my tent I've got a bottle of blue milk if you might be willing
My God!
I know it's been
this man.
It's been a real rough one, General, and if I know if you don't partake, fucking hell, I don't know if Jedi are allowed to drink or not. I'm sorry. It's
She laughs. No, Jedi are allowed to drink.
okay. Thank God. I didn't want to be offensive or nothing.
You're fine, and plus, Bruiser, you know me. I'm not like the rest of the Jedi.
I mean, good, because between you and me, Kenobi can be as boring as a wet fart some days.
Seriously? I'm pretty sure, like, if he looks away for a second, you could give, like, that you could just read this look on Sherry, like, you know those fucking memes of just people staring into the camera on The Office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like you, his heart's in the right place.
And he just kind of goes on like, I mean, seriously, like all the girl clones are talking about how fucking cute and suave he is. All I've seen is just, man's just, you know, I don't know. I think, you know what, probably best I don't access him. You're good friends with him. Seems like an okay guy, you know, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, Vaughn, right? yeah, Vaughn.
You're actually saying that Obi-Wan's Vaughn?
No, it's just like that's what I just picture him saying that. Like you said, Vaughn, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, still, that offer stands if you want to come by and just share a pint. We haven't really talked we haven't really had a chance to just sort of, you know, have a one-to-one, you know. But
yeah, I'm gonna make my rounds a bit, and if I have time, I'll stop by.
I will keep the tent wide open for you.
Thank you, Bruiser.
All right. I'll say quickly transitioning over to Raz.
Mm-hmm.
You're just coming off, you know, the medical chamber. I'll say, actually, your medic was actually Sergeant Sharps.
Sergeant Sharps, alright.
Yeah. Another one.
3 times fast, like right now.
Sharps, Sergeant Sharps, Sergeant Sharps.
Not bad. But yeah, this is one of Patch's, like, you know, medics that he appointed, like, in his in his stead whenever, like, he's not around to heal people. But yeah, you basically just got a notice to sort of report back to the the Rough Riders encampment that they've sort of set up roughly with, like, you know, tarps and things in heavy rain. And yeah, I'll say
Okay.
yeah.
He does. He does so. Oh boy. I know what's
Yeah.
this meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I'm not ready.
But yeah, you make your way inside, and you see that Dust is actually fixing up your speeder best he can. He goes, Hey, Raz. How you holding up there, bud?
Could be a better, to be honest.
Oh, come here. As he like sort of like goes in for a hug on you and like gets at your level.
He'll hug back. I messed up. I really messed up, Dust.
Oh, it's all right. I mean, we all have our fuck ups here and there. I mean, just hey, on the bright side, your speeder's gonna be probably up at Enum in no time. I just not need the rest of the night to fix it up, but it should be running like a dream before you know it.
I appreciate that.
And
And everything you do. But try to get some sleep as well, okay? We need
course.
you at your best.
yeah, and immediately okay. Suddenly, like as like there's like little bits of chatter as like you came in. Suddenly, there's this awkward silence, and you turn around and see Brass is there, like covered in mud and bits of blood spattered on the armor. And
he looks at Brass and he almost looks ashamed for a moment, but just musters up the courage to keep looking at him.
Everyone like stands up at attention when he goes in. I'm assuming Raz does the same.
Yeah, he does.
Then he goes, everyone, at ease, except you. Looking to you, Raz.
Yeah, he keeps standing at attention.
He like walks like within a few inches of your face, being like, I trusted you with one of the lives of my men, your brothers. I know there wasn't much you can do, but damn it, I expect you to try out there if you want to unkeep your keepsake as a Rough Rider. I demand so much out of you, boy, because I believe, no, I know you can deliver.
I know. I know I failed. I could have been closer. There's so much more I could have done. And I failed you, I know. Streak didn't deserve what happened. I tried to get the droid's attention. But it was just... didn't work. I tried to give Streak a warning, but it was too late. If I was close enough to Streak, I would have taken the hit for him. I promise you that.
Well, we can't exactly change the past, can we? Dust. He goes, yes, sir. Lock off Raz's speeder. Kid, give me the keys to it.
What?
Until I believe that you've earned your right to be a Rough Rider, you're riding under my watch for now.
And he reluctantly grabs the keys.
Like,
How can I earn your trust back? I can make it up to you, I swear. What can I do?
When the time presents itself, you'll know. Now.
He, like, stretches his hand out for the keys.
He looks reluctant for a moment, but he puts on that soldier mode, soldier face, and he hands Brass the keys. Sir.
He, like, will clutch it and, like, tuck it in his belt.
Next time I see you out there, I expect tenfold of what you're going to bring.
I promise I'll deliver, sir. And I honor my promises.
Dismissed.
As he, like, will, like, sort of walk back out of the tent. Tusk kind of Tusk will, like, sort of hold on to your right shoulder, being like,
I'm sorry, kid. Wish there was more I could do, but Lieutenant's orders.
He sighs under his grip and he goes, It's not your fault, Dust. The fault's mine. I deserve the punishment. I have to earn it back. Just, please stay safe.
Of course.
I'll do what I can to help you all. I mean that.
Yeah, I'll keep your bike safe.
He kind of gives a hollow chuckle and just goes, Thanks.
Yeah, of course. And just look, I know Brass can be a bit hard sometimes, but like he said, you've come from a rough background, kid, and he kind of looks to you for, there's maybe something beyond the club that can maybe, show the civilians that there are those in the JR that aren't clubs, but do want good and want to do right by the Republic.
Does he really see that much in me?
Well, certainly more than myself and the others, it feels like.
Don't... You and everyone else don't give yourselves enough credit. You're not just soldiers, you're people too. I see that. I know Sherry sees that. And I want to prove that to everyone. You're more than what the Republic says you are. And I mean that truthfully. You're family, Dust. And family protects each other.
It's kind of like goes back to work on a bike and goes, appreciate it, kid. Well, if you need anything further, just let me know. I'll be here.
And he gives Dust a pat on the shoulder. Anytime. I'll be seeing you.
Sure, kid.
And Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, yeah, I was just gonna go to someone else, but yeah, what'd you have?
He's just gonna walk out of the tent and just kind of... Yeah, he just, walks off for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Then we'll go over to a Beren.
Hey.
You're just coming out the, yeah.
Hey.
Hi, girly.
Hope you didn't mind the shit talking on Beren from earlier.
It's fine. Baron's got like 2 people to hit, so it's fine.
2 people to hit now, jeez.
Who's on the list? Is it just Bruiser and Viper?
Oh no, then it's 3 people. So it's Bruiser, Viper if he pulls that shit again, and then Brass for talking that way to Raz.
Fucking hell.
I mean, fair.
Beren doesn't even know.
Yeah, it hasn't even... I don't think
Yeah,
Beren
I
has
know.
met Brass. Oh, God.
What the fuck did you say to my son?
Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Fuck off.
Yeah, we'll say... And you've just come out of the shower at this point of, like, you know... Yeah, I'll say... You receive, like, a text comm from Patch being like... Can you please come to my tent as soon as you can?
Yeah, Beren sees it. Like, yeah, he walks there, but he is definitely taking the longest way, slowest way of getting there, deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, you eventually arrive and, like, Patch, he has his helmet on his desk. It's got, like, bits of blood on it. Can't tell if it's, you know, coagulated or otherwise, but... And, like, yeah, he, like, is, like, sweat on his brow. He, like, basically looks like he's been doing operations all day since the battle was over. And he's, like, just getting into his tent to, sort of relax.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, do you, like, make yourself known? Like, he kind of, like, is, like, turned away from, the entrance of the tent.
Yeah, Beren walks in. He's got, even though, you know, he's just showered and everything, Beren will have put, like, all of his armor back on.
Okay.
Including his helmet.
For sure.
But yeah, like, he'll clear his throat and just be like, yeah, you wanted to see me?
Beren, I need you to take a look at this for me.
As he, like, sort of hands you a piece of paper.
What does the paper look like?
It looks like a formal complaint letter.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Would you mind reading out loud what that says to me, please? I fucking gotcha! Yes!
Baron's like, I can...
Oh, fuck.
There are a couple letter B's.
Wait,
Oh, no.
wait,
There
what?
Oh, God.
There are some letter E's.
What?
Oh, my God.
There
Wait.
are some
Are you...
R's.
Fuck.
Baron,
And an
uh,
N.
Wait, Baron, wait. Can you not make out... You know Galactic Basic, right?
In this moment, no.
I can speak it, understand it, yeah.
And Patch has the most horrified look on his face as as the wheels slowly start to turn.
Oh my god. You don't know how to fucking read?
At that, Beren actually, like, thank God he's got his helmet on because he's, like, genuinely really embarrassed. And no, he immediately kind of, like, shuts off. And he's like, he shoves the paper back at Patch more roughly than I think he intends to. And he just says, like, what does it matter? Like, what do you care?
I mean, I'm a doctor. I kind of want, you know, my patients to, like, exhibit all the... Look, that's not important right now. What's important is, what's on this paper is somebody complained about blood in the shower you were just at, as he kind of, like, he will, like, full on, like, poke, like, sort of, like, gingerly, like, poke your chest. Like, that the shower you were at. Blood, will have you know, that I... He goes kind of like, and he also notes like, and black paint. Kind of reminds you of a little thing we discussed earlier at the command center.
No.
Beren, he... Yeah, he's like, yeah, just like I don't know what to tell you. Whoever wrote that, that's not. No.
Go
You're
ahead.
lying.
Make a
Wow.
make a deception check. I almost want to give you disadvantage, but it's like you already have an uphill battle, man.
I got a nat 20.
You did not.
I did. Wait,
You
wait. At disadvantage or
no,
or
with a
just
straight
regular?
roll.
Okay.
I said almost
You gotta-
disadvantage.
Oh,
mean-
you gotta be shitting me.
I mean,
I got a 20. That's a 21.
21.
21.
I have to roll as Viper now, or no, not as Viper. It would be.
As Patch.
I will say it's probably because like the only reason it sounds like kind of plausible maybe like in Beren's voice is because like he's actually angry, like yelling at it. It's very defensive.
So natural 20 for a total of
21.
19.
Oh no.
Oh no, wait, I don't know why it was at advantage, but yeah, the normal roll it should be 19. He just kind of goes like, wait, no, but everything, fuck, that little shit, if he fucking, and he just turns to be like, I'm so sorry, I was like, I could have sworn it was you, everything was pointing towards that you were doing it, and I am so sorry I, like, poked you and everything. I'm really sorry.
Oh my god.
I
Oh, now it's
Why would you
hitting
do that to
Beren.
him?
Yeah,
Why would
no,
you do that to him?
it's hitting Beren like
Oh,
after, you know when like you get
no.
defensive and angry, and then when you see somebody else react to
Well,
it, you
if it
feel-
isn't the consequences of our own actions.
That sounds so sincere too.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Beren doesn't say anything.
Why would you do that?
Beren,
Beren!
what can you say?
I didn't even want it planned for this to happen, but this is so perfect. I love it.
Oh god. What does Beren do now?
Come on.
Come on. What does he do?
Okay. Beren doesn't say anything. But he'll take his helmet off so that Patch can actually see his face. Because I'm not gonna make any effort to hide the fact that Beren looks very guilty.
Mm-hmm. And Patch kind of puts two and two together and goes, so...
You just
Beren
lied
looks
to
at the
me
floor.
for what?
And then he just goes, okay, let me see if I can piece this together. As he face, it's not a face palm, but like he's holding the bridge of his nose between his two fingers in one hand, so he's like, so let me get this straight. I mean, not that I should have known you weren't able to read this entire time, but, you know, a little bit of fun fact would have been nice to know. So, in case I ever write you a card or something that, I know, being an asshole, that it's like, oh, honey, I can't read this, or something like that. That little thing. But to lie that it wasn't you who made that mess in the showers. Babe.
Just quirky things.
Yeah. Beren won't even look at him. Because he feels really bad for lying.
And then he just goes, he's immediately going to your hand, and he's already like, he's like gesturing to like, right, take it off.
Baron's like, he's hesitant, but fine. He will, because, he gestured to his hand, Patch gestured to Baron's hand, that he'll take the glove off.
Okay. And
He's basically trying to find a loophole.
He goes like, take your glove off, Beren.
He takes it off.
And then he notices the fucking shitty patch job and the black paint. He goes, again with this shit.
Yeah, because Beren reopened the stitches.
Oh, Beren.
Yeah, so, Patch, he'll, I'm assuming, Baron's given his hand to Patch to look at.
Yeah.
And he'll just quietly just go, there's more of it.
He face palms for a second, but goes, let's see him.
Yeah, Patch, Beren will start taking the magnetic pieces of armor off.
Patch closes the tent behind you to make sure there's nobody peeping.
Yep, and yeah, he'll at least take the top off of his flight suit off underneath.
And revealing all the scars.
Scars and the wounds, yeah.
Okay, so Patch is feeling a lot of emotions right now. One, disappointed that Beren lied to him. Two, fucking horrified at the amount of scars that Beren had. And three, holy shit, he looks so hot without his armor. like
Incredible.
It's like 50 and 49% are just like the emotions of like, fuck, you've hurt yourself, and like, I'm so disappointed in you, and that 1% it's like, but damn. So that's what's going on in Patch's mind right now. But
yeah, like Beren. Yeah, I don't think Beren can really say anything other than that he's sorry.
And Patch just goes, is it alright if I, just check, feel them?
Beren like gestures, yeah, like the recent injuries, like, yeah.
And Patch will sort of like, a bit hesitantly and slowly start to like get his hand like closer towards it, to the more recent injury, and begin to sort of like trace his index and middle finger down one of them, and be like, shrapnel from earlier. Yeah, that didn't do you any favors there, huh?
Yeah, Beren is, I guess at this point, very like unusually quiet.
Yeah.
Because yeah, this is probably like the most like vulnerable Beren's ever been.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say at one point, Patch sort of like goes to his like medical cabinet and like pulls out some ointment. He goes like, should help speed up the healing process for some of these. He starts to rub it on some of the wounds, and it has like kind of an immediate sting of rubbing alcohol, but it is kind of like, an like icy hot, where it's like first it's like very stinging, and then it starts to cool off a little bit. And as he's like applying it, at one moment he kind of goes, about what happened at the tank. Raz and I, well, fuck it. I put a tracker on you.
Yeah, Beren looks surprised at that.
Listen, in my defense, Raz was giving me some indications there was some stuff going to happen with you, and I want to make sure you're okay, so... I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Beren nods. Like, he understands, like, you know, Patch probably wouldn't have done something like that unless he really had to. At least that's the impression Beren gets from it.
Yeah, but, why did you come back for me when I told you to stay up front with the general and you still want to come back to where I was?
I heard the comms.
What? How could you? We were on a separate frequency then.
Beren will reach to where he's put like some of his belts and stuff, and take out the little comm hacking device, and he puts it, like, you know, kind of throws it on the, I guess, the desk next to us or something. Or
Yeah, like it's
whatever.
yeah. There's like a table like within his tent. And
Yeah, so he'll throw it on there, and he just gestures vaguely at his head and says, "The helmet relays it."
Oh my cripping god! As he like starts like he just stops with the icy hot on your body, and is now just like sitting on his bed in the tent, like head in his hands, just looking so fucking stressed out. As he goes,
Beren will say, What's wrong?"
If anybody else found out that you had a comm hacker and didn't tell anyone, I would have to throw you in the brig.
Oh, but I'm not a member of the army.
But it's... Beren, picture this. If anything else had happened on the tank, you had gotten captured, they found that comm hacker, we would have been screwed. Could have gotten anything else on our frequencies, and we might not be here right now. That is a massive, massive risk you're taking with that thing. It might work for when we're on the enemy side, yes, but you can't just have something like that without passing on the knowledge.
I'm sorry, I didn't think.
It's not your fault. You're just from a different life than for mine. Everyone's always expecting you to follow things a certain way. Everything's got to be done by the book. Follow these orders, follow those orders. And yeah, he's just looking very defeated at the moment. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you.
Yeah. Beren just shrugs and says, "You know, I'm sorry to be a bother.
Kind of looks to you and just kind of like holds, sort of slides a hand over to like hold yours and like clutches really tightly. You know, you're not a bother. I'm glad you're here. It's just, if, like I told you, if you wanted to be with me, there's, a lot of changing that needs to be done. On both ends, more than yours. And he, kind of like looks to the comm hacker and goes, You're alright if I hold on to it then?
Yeah, I don't want to cause any trouble for you.
And I think, listen, I know this next thing is gonna be, might be hard to swallow, but you gotta apologize to Bruiser.
Beren frowns and says, but he was being rude, out of line.
It's... Look, I know he could talk all the smoke he wants. I know he wanted the commander position over me. He feels that he's earned it, whereas I haven't. This is my first really big assignment with all these men under my command, and Bruiser feels slighted, and I understand his feelings, but you can't buck it if he's speaking his mind, if, in my leadership.
Yeah, Beren shakes his head. He's like, no, like, it's still insubordination.
Look, I just don't want you rubbing off the wrong way on all these clones. The next thing you know, they're going to be voting you out of here back to Shirley or wherever.
Beren shakes his head and says, they can't do that. Like, I'm here with the Mandalore.
What? I mean, I don't really think they care, Beren. End of the day, it's what they think is best for the army, and, well, if they think that includes you slowing us down, or thinking that it might hinder my leadership, then that's what they're gonna do. They put the Republic first, and as much as I value you and Shir'iven, so do I. If it's... Again, it's... I kinda come with a lot of baggage, I hate to say.
Yeah, you and me both.
But can you at least try to, make amends with him?
Beren, he grumbles about it, makes the kind of, like a rumbling kind of grumble.
A rumbling kind of grumbling.
Yeah, he does. Like, yeah, kind of like similar to like how like he makes that purring noise, except clearly a lot more like upset. And then looks at Patch and says, "Fine, fine, I will try, but only because I like you."
And he kind of like smiles at that, goes, "Good." And he kind of sort of like runs his hand across your montrals and down to your leku, like the one that's whole.
Mhm.
And then he'll go in for the kiss, if you allow.
Does Beren allow a kiss? Of course. Sorry, is the Pope Catholic? Yes. So yeah, he does, and that kind of like angry grumble noise he was making very quickly becomes like a happy, like contented purr.
Mm-hmm. He goes,
I love you, Beren.
Sorry.
oh my god, are you? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get that out.
Literally, just as like I was gonna swallow my squash.
The fucking I'm over here like I'm using I'm using my fucking weighted hula hoop because like I should probably get some exercise in. I dead ass like I almost fucking fell over. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful.
I'll say that was also me clearly role playing as Beren there. But yeah, we'll code because I think it would be funny if Beren kind of like breathed in awkwardly while he was also purring, so he just starts coughing.
Yeah.
It's also just a funny image because clearly like. Patch probably had like this whole like it's gonna be so romantic, says that, and his boyfriend immediately starts fucking choking.
Yeah, and like as like fucking Beren is like coughing, he's like, "Fuck, are you all right? Did I fucking did something get in my did I have something in my throat?" It's like oh shit, I really should have hit the showers. It probably smells fucking horrid.
No, Beren. Looks at him and, he's kind of in awe that, like, out of the pair of them, Patch said it first. Like, goddamn. Okay.
And he goes,
yeah, so...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, he was going to say, I just wanted to, get it out before... You did anything else stupid in the next day?
Before you have a chance to do anything else stupid.
Sorry, but, just being honest.
Ain't that valid, man. Yeah. And then... then Beren, actually, yeah, I think Beren, like... would kind of like disbelievingly like laugh a bit and then say, out of the two of us, I didn't think it would be you who got there first.
Yeah, me neither, but oh no, looking at all the ones we lost today, I figured, and you were pretty, you're still pretty fucking haggard yourself. I don't want to have any regrets when all said and done.
When your babe says he loves you and then tells you you look like shit in the same breath. It's truly love. Yeah. Like, because Patch is like fumbling through like, I wanted to say it, here's all the reasons why Beren will just kiss him very firmly, like to shut him up. And then says, if it wasn't clear, I love you too, Sharika.
Oh. Like scratches the back of his head and like sort of like gives into the kiss. And I mean, if there's no sign of like, that Beren has to go anywhere,
Hey, man.
Can I
Hey, man.
interrupt? Can I interrupt something?
No,
real
yeah,
quick?
for sure, real
I'm
quick.
sorry.
Absolutely do.
I'm sorry because like the funniest thing I picture is just the fucking two bros chilling in a hot tub because they're not gay, and this is all in Bruiser's head.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, yes.
I can just imagine this whole conversation with Shiri of like Shiri convincing like
they're just bros.
Bruiser
They're
that like, oh
good
yeah, they're
pals.
just best friends. Meanwhile, like Beren and Patch making out.
No, literally,
that's
what's
just,
going?
it's Mandalorian tradition.
Like literally, like Bruiser's convinced because the song of Guy Love is playing in his head about Patch and Beren. Like it's just Guy Love. It's fine.
It's Guy Love between two guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, like can do a fade to black if Patch obviously wants that because we've set everything at Patch's pace so far.
Yeah. I'll say
Beren-
as far as like not going too into detail, like not a home run or anything, but it's
But yeah,
it's a fun time. We'll say that much.
there you go.
Yeah.
Fade to black, very tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized this is the first time we actually had like a fade to black before.
That's right. That's the first.
Yay! Patch is getting it.
Yay! Now Shiri and Raz have got to catch up with their lovers.
Wait, hold on. Shuri's outside the fucking tent. Hold on, wait. Look at MVC text. Hold on, wait.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Shiri and Raz.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. It's loading. It's loading.
Fucking congrats on the set. Okay.
I'll just hover it over the congrats on the
God.
sex. Oh my
God.
god. But yeah.
Incredible.
I'll say probably one last thing before we go to break. Shiri. Like, I'll say, like, you're on your way to Apache's tent. Like, as what's going on over there is starting to end, and, you get a call from, Obi-Wan.
She answers.
Thank you, Obi-Wan. Thank you.
Thank you, Space Jesus.
Thank you, Space Jesus.
But, yeah. You answer, I'm guessing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, as like he comes on and Obi-Wan just looks real fucking bad. Like his armor, like there's bits of like mud all over it. He's got like a bandage over his head, and like he's like sort of clutching his chest a little bit. He goes, evening, Shiri. You're looking just about as well.
Yeah. Is everything all right? Have you been to the medical tent?
Oh yes, I'm been quite all right, Cody. Wax up oil, they've all been good in training to the wounds. And he kind of like turns the camera on the hologram, and he shows Anakin is currently bedridden, and seemingly missing an arm. It looks like.
Oh, so this is how he loses it in this universe. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a suspicion that would be it. Damn it!
Shuri's
I hate it
eyes
when I'm right.
widen for a moment, and she looks at the ground for a moment. She feels terrible. I'll be right over.
And like Obi-Wan goes, no, it's fine. We're on the other side of the fallout area. Anakin's fine. He was just, he was just, it was stupid as hell. But he tried.
What did he do?
He was trying to protect the youngling and got a bit reckless. Took too many shots, and the ship came crashing in, and shrapnel took off. They had to amputate. It was pretty rough, pretty gnarly.
And Ahsoka?
She's fine. Minimal injuries, but trying to figure out how to go about leading the 501st then.
with Rex in tow, so lot to kind of throw up on a youngling in this stage, but this is what they've signed up for.
She's in capable hands with you, Obi.
Right. I will say it would have been nice to cuddle up to have the evening pass, but I guess this is... Just wanted to at least quickly call and hope at least make sure your losses weren't too devastating.
Out of character, how many of my men did we lose again?
We lost 8,000 troopers, half of the Rough Riders, half of the 99th Battalion.
Shuri sighs, and she relays that information.
Mm-hmm.
She also relays, she does give a brief mention of Viper being in the Baptista tank as well.
Oh, is Viper alright?
Bit of a fight happened after battle.
Oh. Well,
Between the men. Now, morale at camp seems a bit... doesn't seem too great.
it's rather unfortunate. And, like, you hear faintly from the other side, just goes, Master, bring the hologram over here. Goes, right.
Oh! And Shuri, like, as soon as she's passed off to Anakin, she gives that fucking, like, worried mother look immediately.
But yeah, like, pretty much, like, he's, like, still, like, kind of, like, been in and out of consciousness all day. Like, he looks just really rugged, like, bandaged up in, like, in the abdomen area. Like, his, like, you can already, like, there's still a stump, and, like, it's kind of bandaged off at the moment.
Right.
And, like, they're going to, like, yeah, like, eventually, like, put in the prosthesis, the necessary prosthetics. But he goes,
Is Beren okay?
Baron's fine.
Good.
He's with Patch at the moment. They're going over strategies, if I remember correctly.
Good. And what about Raz and Patch, the rest of your men?
There were many losses, Anakin. But Raz and Patch are fine.
I never asked Beren. I don't know if he told you, but what happened to Slick?
What does Shuri know what happened to Slick?
no.
Beren hasn't told anyone except talking to Raz that we agreed Slick is dead.
Yes.
Shuri
Mm-hmm.
Shuri thinks for a moment. She goes, to come to think of it, I don't really know. I haven't seen the two of them since a small fight broke out at my camp. I'll speak to them in the morning about it, alright?
Good. When I see him, I'm gonna give him a piece of my nuts.
And goes like, ease
Anakin!
Ease yourself, Padawan, youngling. Just, I'm fine!
Anakin, please listen to him.
No.
I know. Trust me, I do. You want to do anything in this moment. Take back what happened. I know. Save your strength, please.
Someone's gotta protect.
It's like falling into unconsciousness. Goes, so and he like passes out, and Obi-Wan just goes,
He just needs his rest, but
we'll reconvene with you. Let me, if I can pull up the map a bit more. Let's see if I can find. We'll reconvene at this point in a day's time.
Yes, we can discuss more then. Please, stay safe until then, my love.
Of course. Sherry. And, like, gives, like, a little, like, just double taking. And then just blows a kiss on the call, and then it cuts off the hologram.
Oh my god. Shuri, when it ends, like, she stands there for a minute. And, like, she looks up to, like, she's standing in the rain, like, as, like, the rain, like, drenches down and everything, she takes, like, probably not a large rock, but, like, you know, decent, medium-sized rock, and force throws it into, like, the forest, like, out of anger.
Jesus, fuck. But yeah. With that, we will take a quick break.
My girl's upset.
Damn. And, fuck. I can't believe you guys actually felt. I mean, I should be surprised you felt pity for Anakin, but I was like.
He's my son!
Yeah, like, so far he's okay. Like, we're trying to keep him okay.
Yeah, he's improved.
He's got the friendly rivalry with Raz. He's got the mother figure with Shiri. Like, he's all right. He's got a little bromance with Beren. It's fine.
A bromance with Beren, of all fucking people, and Beren gives no fucks about that chosen
Baron's
one bullshit.
the cool, fresh out of jail uncle to Anakin. So.
Be like,
Honestly.
it's like, hey, you want me to teach you how to shoot a gun or something?
Hey kid, want a gun?
Like, then he looks to Obi-Wan and be like, I like this guy. He's cool. He lets me have a blaster, master. But yeah, we will take a quick break. Be back in 5. So be right back if I can.
See you then.
Right. Oh, there it is. And Oh, I should probably... Okay, never mind. It's probably gonna adjust itself real quick. Beautiful. But yeah, we are back at it again with the crew.
Hello.
Yeah, we're just gonna yeah, I'll say like right after that call, we'll say, Shiri, you're still making your way to Baron's tent, Patch's tent. And right around this time, I'll say, Beren, you're just getting dressed and about to walk out.
Mhm.
And that's when you see Shiri, like, you know, on her way over, and like I'll say that you guys like make eye contact with each other.
Yeah, like make eye contact. He quickly goes back in the tent. And he says to Patch, your general's coming.
Oh yeah, Patch is like still like half naked right now. Or
Again, I really think that Shiri, like, I love it that like they're doing this, and it's like Shiri fucking knows.
Yeah, really.
And like the second you
And
tell,
Shiri just immediately, like, when she sees Beren walk out of Patch's tent, she immediately can tell what the fuck just happened. Well, actually, hold on. Can I do an insight check?
Well,
Would you want
like,
me to do an insight?
oh yeah,
well,
like,
Baron's like told Patch, so like while Patch is getting the opportunity to get dressed, he's definitely gonna stall Shiri by like
Okay.
standing outside the front of the tent and being like, "Oh, hi, Shiri."
oh yeah, I'll say if you want
I'll
the
do an insight check just to make it.
yeah.
Like,
Just for funsies.
Baron's clothes are like fucking rumpled as
No
well. Like, there's
fucking
no-
way!
Hang on.
There is
Wait.
no fucking way.
Oh no,
Do I want to do this?
God,
Do it.
are you
Please
actually
do it. Please
don't?
do it. Do it, do it.
Okay.
Oh my fucking God!
Go
No,
What?
27.
Oh my god.
literally the inverse. I mean, if I don't think, like literally, you would need a nat 20 deception to even like.
No, Baron's not lying. He's just stalling to get like Patch time to get dressed.
Yeah, like you came inside, told Patch that, I was like, oh shit, he like almost fell out of bed, and he's like scrambling to get his fucking bodysuit on and look
Shiri
presentable.
just like, when immediately like, Shiri just like
Yeah.
folded arms, hip out to the side like she's leaning on one leg. She goes, "You really are bad at this, right?"
Like you can see Baron's like flight suit is rumpled. His his cloak like isn't clasped properly, and you also notice that one of like his shoulder like plate pauldrons is upside down.
Shiri, like, she just like hands up, and then she just like fucking like tries to fucking help him fix the pauldron, just like,
If you're going to do this, at least make yourself presentable before you come out.
Baron says nothing, but like you can see like straight across like, you know, his cheeks and his nose, like it becomes darker, like he's embarrassed.
Yeah, you hear
Look,
from
there's no shame in it. It's fine. I'm not going to say anything.
like you just hear from from inside the tent, both Shiri and and Beren goes, is she gone yet?
Patch.
Fuck! Come in, General.
Are you decent?
Yes, I
Okay.
would like to think so. Is he like? Do you
Yeah,
enter
Beren-
the tent?
Beren thinks
Shiri
he's
looks
helping.
to Beren. Sharon looks to Beren and allows him to go in first before she's given the signal to come in.
Beren is clearly trying far too hard to be casual, and he's like, yeah, of course he's decent. He's been dressed the entire time. In fact, we both have. Both of us, big fans of clothes.
He does not actually
Shiri,
say
like,
big fan.
As Shiri walks into the tent,
Beren
she
says
waits.
that.
Yeah, as Shiri walks into the tent, she waits for like, you know, everything to like kind of settle behind her. Gives it just some dead silence before she just starts fucking like, you know, low talking. She's like,
I understand that you two were being intimate, but Try to make it less obvious next time.
I'm
No.
Whoa, I mean, generally, like, I was just reading up on the manuscripts here, just reviewing attack strategies with Beren, as, you know, that Mandalorian, woof, those strategies really, really come into play.
Patch. You really don't have to lie to me.
Fuck,
Don't
you know
say
I can't.
anything.
You know I can't, General. I am terribly sorry, Beren. That's right. You know what? Yes, we happen to get intimate with each other.
No.
No, Beren. Like, she has a right to know. She is my commanding officer, and
Beren just puts his fucking helmet back on.
Look, for the both of you, it's fine. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going like
just
the other
for the love,
Jedi.
For the love of the Force, do not tell Bruiser any of this happened.
To be honest with you, Bruiser just thinks that you're Vod.
Oh my fucking god. Well, as long as he doesn't have any other stupid ideas. Yes.
You just might want to be careful because, look, I just spoke to him, alright? I'm trying to get a full understanding of what happened. And why Viper is in a Bacta tank right now.
He kind of looks to Beren, kind of like pleading, like, help me with this one.
Yeah, Beren doesn't really know what's happened to Viper, other than, like, he started acting way out of line and claiming to be an actual Mandalorian Django.
And
So, like, he'll say that, and yeah.
Shuri raises an eyebrow at that. A full Mandalorian like Django.
yeah, he claimed that he was Jango Fett, and then suddenly sort of snapped back to himself. It all happened so quickly, I haven't had time to get a proper diagnosis, but I have reason enough to believe that there is a chance this could be a symptom of clone madness of some kind, or some form of post-traumatic stress disorder, and he might be dealing with potential memories from that aren't his own. So, at least for right now, I figured it would be the safest option to keep him sedated.
No, and you did right. Look, we are to meet with Kenobi's army within the next day or so. Do you wish to keep him sedated until then? Or at least under watch while we travel?
I can keep a close eye on him, for sure.
Shuri looks to Beren. You're allowed to stay with him if you need to protect him or anything. I can handle myself while we're traveling. I trust you to watch.
Yeah, Beren says, of course, Mandalore, I'll stick around to ensure that Viper doesn't try anything.
And Patch kind of chimes in, being like, and?
Beren looks at him, and?
You know, the other thing you have to do?
Oh. Apologize to Bruiser, I guess.
It might be the best thing to do. To be honest,
Is that an order, Mandalore?
it is an order. Primarily because he does believe that you are becoming a distraction for Patch. And from my understanding, I'm guessing that's another part of the reason why a punch was thrown at him.
He didn't insinuate anything after the battle. It was he He became insubordinate.
Insubordinate?
He questioned Patch's leadership. Patch won't tell you that because he's too polite.
Look,
Patch, come on.
He questioned it in front of the men.
General, you... In the times that you haven't been around, Bruiser always wanted to be a commander more than anything. The chance to lead others, and for the short time on Jabeam, even though it was a slog, he enjoyed it, and
He's letting it get to his head. The issue with Bruiser being a commander, in my humble opinion, he's too headstrong. He could rush into battle at any given chance, and while he's brave, I will give him that. He doesn't think. He doesn't strategize.
I'm grateful that I filled that hole and filled that role, but he always felt a little bit slighted by it. He's never talked about it with me, but I could always tell, just always a little bit of resentment on that front, but...
And I understand.
I mean, the best you could do is promote him when another commander dies, or something happens to me, but I don't know if he'd really accept that. If it'd be more of a pity in his eyes.
It's the pride in him, I understand. The issue is that a true commander wouldn't have resentment towards another getting promoted, and hold that feeling and wear it on his sleeve. He'd congratulate you and move on.
Oh no.
That's another reason why I cannot see him as my commander.
Damn, if he was in the room right now.
Bruiser is a good man. He is. But he's not the man that I chose to lead my army. I chose you for a reason, Patch. And I've told you that countless times.
Right.
Do not feel discouraged by Bruiser rallying up the men. Because who knows? He might have lost the same amount, if not more, if he were my commander. You did what you could. We all did what we could.
Right, yes. Well,
We'll hold a proper celebration of life once we get out off this planet. For the men that we lost. I swear it.
good. That'd be nice. I should probably hit the hay then. We'll be moving out first thing in the morning.
Right.
He just kind of looks to you, Beren, being like, so, are you sticking around, or do you need to head off to your tent?
Shiri shakes her head and she starts to walk out of the tent. I'll cover for you, Beren, don't worry. If you wish to stay,
thank you,
that
Mandalore.
is.
And he goes, yes, says fucking Shiri walks out, does the arm pump and everything. He's like, fucking yeah.
Just be careful if you were to come out of the tent at all. Make it less obvious next time.
Sure, yes, General. Very love the advice. We'll keep that in the book for next stratagem. First thing in the morning.
And Shiri's walks back off to her tent to go to, she'll actually start off to go find Raz or some shit.
Yeah. And I say at that point, Beren
Patch will like immediately go back to kissing Beren and be like, "Fuck, I thought she'd never leave."
Oh my god.
Maybe Bruiser's having a point, huh?
But yeah,
no.
we'll go to Raz now. We need.
All right.
Yeah. now that the gay shit has been, we've met the gay quota. But yeah, I'll say, what's Raz up to? Is he like still like roaming about like in the Rough Rider camp, about to like hit the hay, or just like out in the rain?
He probably would have left the camp, not the Rough Rider camp, not long after his punishment. So he kind of makes his own rounds, making sure everyone's okay, and like you know, the tech team is analyzing the drone as best they can, and probably sits in his own tent for a while before he just takes a walk in the rain to feel something. And then he'll find his way towards like I guess a restroom or a place with a mirror.
Okay. I will say around the time like you're heading towards that restroom, you feel like a rock sort of dink hit you in like your side, in like your chest armor, or like on your back.
He'll look, see what it is.
Yeah, looks like one of the the non-human recruits, sort of.
Oh fuck. Okay. What's their expression look like?
Yeah, very kind of.
He still has the clone armor and has like the helmet under his arm.
Oh, so he's okay. Gotcha. So you are walking around the camp without the helmet on. But yeah, just kind of looks very, like, sort of sour expression. And like he like tossed the rock at your back. It was like, "Hey, Seppi."
I'm sorry, can I help you with something?
Yeah, got a bone to pick with you.
And he just kind of, he mutters like, only something he would hear, only like nobody else would hear. I don't want to deal with this right now. And he puts on the helmet and approaches the man.
No. Keep that stupid T-visor face off. I want to see and like, there's like a guy like right next to him, like holding him back, being like, oh, let me pull up a list of names here. There's I'm sorry, you're already doing this. He goes, look, they kind of just, yeah, like this one person's like, you know, very tan-skinned individual. He tossed the rock at you, and this other guy who like appears a little bit shorter than him, similar tan skin, but like wearing like the full Jabimi armor. And like the guy holding it back goes like, "Pyrus, this really isn't the time for this." And he goes, "No, Dwent, this little traitorous piece of shit has got to answer for his fucking performance today. I've heard all this talk about you being a former mole's hand. Ooh, you're so scary. And look at the fucking shit show you had." And like the other guy Dwayne just goes like, "I'm so terribly sorry. He's high off the blue milk. Let me just get you out of his." Like, "No, I want to speak my fucking mind to this cunt." And like, yeah, he's like going at it.
And at that point, Raz puts off the helmet again. Doesn't look angry, but there's like this. There's like this look of like, I get this man's anger, but I don't have the patience for it, and he looks him dead in the eye.
Yeah.
You want to speak to me?
Yeah.
I am right here. Say your piece. I'm willing to hear it. I'm willing to hear your complaints.
We wouldn't be...
Because I did everything I could. We all did everything we could. We were unprepared, is what happened.
Maybe we wouldn't be in this fucking mess if you didn't leave the Separatists and made all those clones soft, as he, like, full-on shoves you and goes, and, like, Dwayne just goes, Pyrus! It goes like, no, this little womp rat needs to be taught a fucking lesson, as he, like, tries to, like, go for you again. It was like, come on, show us that all that dark side hubbub bullshit that we've heard so much fear about. And, like, some clones are, like, coming around the corner being like, hey! Quit the roughhousing! But, yeah, go ahead.
I am not with the Sith anymore. You want to see the dark side? Prepare to be disappointed. I'm not that person anymore. I refuse to be.
Oh, look here, that Dwayne, he's a fucking chicken. As he, like, just does the full-on gesture, and, like, Dwayne is just like, look, we'll just get out of your hair, kid. He's like pulling him off, and he's like, no, no. Come on, I'll even give you a free shot, you little bitch. As he, like, sort of leans in his face and goes, come on, right here in the kisser, hit me with everything you got.
And he, like, for, like, being confronted this close, he surprisingly looks like he still has a lot of patience, and he's still staring at him with that look, but he says, I'm not going to hit you.
No, come on, giving you a free shot. You Sith love taking those, don't you?
I am not a Sith.
Pyrus.
I am not going to punch you.
Fucking coward. And, like, Pyrus just goes, like, or, like, Dwayne just kind of, like, drags him off, being like, you have had too much to drink, Pyrus. He goes, you fucking coward. We wouldn't be in this fucking war if we had people like you fighting in it. And then, like, the clone, I'll say, like, one of the clones kind of comes up to you, he's like, you alright, kid?
I'll be fine. Shouldn't be surprised.
Should I keep him under watch then?
No, it's fine. Let him get angry.
But yeah.
They just don't understand.
Yes,
He's
sir.
afraid.
Yes, sir. He kind of... Clone keeps just going back to his patrol. And leaves you to do as you wish.
After that, he continues his way to the wash house. Probably finds the stall that's empty. And looks in the mirror. The day's events flash through his mind. The berating from Brass. The scuffle just outside. The droid ship killing streak. His rage at activating the amulet. Subconsciously. He breathes. He starts breathing heavier and heavier until he brings a fist up, almost hits the mirror, and stops. And he pulls out a vibral one of the vibral daggers on himself. Brass is right. I need to do better. And he's gonna cut himself on the cheek.
Okay. And just
then
quick little incision. Just a bit sting, and like you're careful enough to, like, you know,
not cut a vital, anything like too vital, but
Yeah, he knows where to cut and like what would be less fatal. So he does that, lets the dagger away. Earn it back. Earn the trust back. And he puts on the helmet and walks back to where he would be sleeping.
okay. Just so I have it in my mind, this right or left side of your cheek? Right or left cheek, I should say.
Yeah, it would be the right cheek.
Got it. Cool.
Yep.
But yeah, you head on back to your tent.
Yep.
Right.
He heads back. It probably takes some time before he goes to sleep. He just kind of twirls the amulet in his hand, pondering why it activated then and not sooner. And then just, unless someone bothers him, he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Or tries to, at least.
Yeah. And I'll say, like, as you're, like, coming, slowly, like, going to fall asleep, you get a visage in your mind of an older Sabrak individual, sort of, like, standing over your bed, and kind of resembles that of your brother the last time you saw him, but a little bit older if years had gone by, like, since the last time you met him. And he just goes, "You can do it, brother." And you begin to fall asleep.
Deimos. Where? He just falls unconscious.
But yeah, and sure, you're heading back to where Raz was, or?
Yeah, she needs to go check in on him.
All right. I will say you find him, yeah, you know, about to like nod off.
It can be before he falls asleep. That's fine.
Yeah. Like just about as he's headed to sleep, and you do notice the fresh cut on his cheek. Oh no! Wait. Or would Raz have the helmet on or off at this point?
If he's sleeping by himself, he would have it off.
Yeah, it would be with like the other like Rough Riders. So like they're, you know, some of them have their helmets on and off, or like they're just like starting to undress as they're getting in their flight suits to go to sleep. But
Shiri, like, she like greets anyone who walks past, but as soon as she sees Raz, she's about to say hello, but then she notices the cut on his cheek. She immediately goes over to him. She goes, "What happened?" She's like looking it over, almost like a fucking mother would.
He hears Shuri's voice and is like, he literally wakes up, hears the question.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
It's fine. What? What? You mean what happened? And then he touches his cheek. Doesn't really answer right away. He just looks defeated.
Raz, what happened?
I failed is what happened. I failed Streak. I failed the VOD. Our team.
Wait.
I can't ride with the riders truly until I prove myself again. And he's right. should have been faster. I should have been quicker. He trusted me with his life to protect Strake, and I blew it. This is just a reminder of my failure. I have to do better.
Ross, can't blame yourself for something like this.
Just kind of shrugs. I feel responsible. How else am I supposed to take it?
It's because they're placing that guilt on you. There's nothing that any of us could do. It's not fair on you. You lost someone just as close to every single one of them. He was your friend as well. They had no right putting that guilt on you.
But I swore to him I would keep an eye on him and keep him safe. I kept an eye on him, all right? But I failed that last part. I feel like I should have done more. I always feel like I need to do more. Because if I don't...
You feel guilty because of your past, don't you? And you're trying to right it.
He flinches a bit, but nods. I did so much wrong. So there's a lot of pressure to make it right. Everyone is watching me to do better. If I don't prove myself, who's to say the senators or any of the Republicans will throw me in a cell and lock away the key? I have to at least protect the family I've made here.
And you will. You will protect them. And if anyone has anything to say about it, they can come to me. They can come to Master Yoda. They can come to Senator Amidala, who will speak highly of the efforts you've made to right the wrongs that you've done. Do you hear me?
He looks up and shakily nods his head.
Shuri immediately pulls him into a hug.
He reciprocates and just sags into it.
I know it's hard to deal with the loss and have that guilt weigh on you. Trust me, I do.
I've lost so much already, Shuri.
I know.
My mother. My community. Strick. I know I can't save everyone. But I feel like I need to try to save who I can.
Just don't lose yourself out there. Because I don't want to lose you.
And he'll pull away to look into Shir'iven's eyes. I can't stop trying to protect the people I care about.
I know. I know that.
But I promise I'll try.
That's all I can ask.
Thanks.
And Shiri places a hand to his cheek, and she's gonna heal that scar up.
Okay. Let's see. You're just casting Force Heal on it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Close up that wound.
Heal. Yeah, just go ahead. What level are you casting it at?
It's not a deep cut, is it?
Nah.
I would assume not.
Nah, it's not a deep cut.
Yeah, it's a regular D8 then, so. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Jeez!
What?
You fucking alright. That is just a 5 points of healing then, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say it's enough to sort of like, yeah, like, the wound was like probably what, a hit point of damage, so easy just sort of like.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, just stretches out and just sort of closes it right up.
Try to get some rest. We have to be up early tomorrow.
All right. Do we have plans for what's next?
We're to meet with General Kenobi. There's... I do wish to rush over there, honestly.
What happened? Are they okay?
Anakin lost his arm.
His eyes go wide at that.
What? He got reckless trying to protect Ahsoka. Ahsoka's fine, but Anakin's been in and out of consciousness all day, according to Obi-Wan.
I had no idea.
Trust me, I didn't know either until just a bit before I came to your tent. That's why I'm hoping that we get there soon.
Me too. I need to see him once we rendezvous.
He was actually asking about you, Patch, and Beren, so I'm pretty sure he'd like to see you.
That's a first, but not unwelcome.
I'm pretty sure he just wants to know that you're safe.
Yeah. Feelings mutual.
Get some rest.
Arm.
Well, he's doing all right from what Obi-Wan has been telling me, just losing consciousness, but they're fixing to get him a prosthetic arm so he can still, go through his training and everything.
Yeah, that's good, but I take it recovery isn't gonna be smooth sailing.
It won't. I know that for sure, but...
Do we know how Ahsoka's taking it? She's just a kid.
I didn't get to see her, but I know for sure it's weighing on her. Before Obi-Wan hung up, I heard Anakin say before he fell into unconsciousness again, he needs someone to protect Ahsoka during this. Would you mind stepping up?
Oh! Of course. Yeah, I'll do whatever I can.
No pressure!
She doesn't deserve to go through this alone.
I'll be there with you to help in any way that I can. And Obi-Wan is too, and I'm sure Beren will lend a hand if he needs to. You're not alone in this, alright? We're all going to be there for him. But I want you to be by her side during this.
He gives her a warm smile at that. I can do that. She's in good hands.
Good. Alright, I need to do my final rounds for the night, but we'll be up first thing in the morning, alright?
All right. Whatever you need, I'm willing to help out with planning and strategies too. Just so you know.
We'll talk as we're making our move.
All right. Sounds good. Oh. No, she was gonna say, I'll try to get some rest. Thanks, Sherry.
Of course.
Good night.
Good night.
And you guys, everyone's able to make it back to their quarters, and you all gain the benefits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shiri does have at least one drink with Bruiser. I will say that.
oh, okay, cool. I'll say you. All right. And just like you promised, the tent is wide open for you. He goes, and like bottle's like half empty at this point. It goes, he's been sloshing over the same glass a couple of times, but then sees you. Goes, oh, he actually came. I was getting a little bit.
You get started without me.
I mean, well, can't keep a good boy waiting too long. As he'll like pour you a nice glass of blue milk.
I can only stick around for one since it is pretty late. I had to make sure everyone was all right.
Nah, it's all right. The company is more than a pleasure, General. As he raises a drink and goes, so, what shall we toast to?
Hope.
To
Toast to hope.
Tink. Just downs that shit. Slams the glass on the table. Talk to
Shiri...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Shiri definitely takes her time. Like she takes a mouthful of it.
Yeah.
And she kind of nurses the glass in her hands as she's talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
I got an update from General Kenobi on everything that's been happening on his end.
Oh, have you?
Anakin, his Padawan, ended up losing an arm trying to protect the youngling. So he's a bit out of commission for this, a bit at least. No doubt that he's going to try and be kicking many clones out of the way just to get out of that medical tent.
Yeah, he's only known him for a few days and he seems like quite the stubborn one. But I take it you at least talked some sense in the patch then?
I assured him that while that companionship that he has is strong, he should focus on this. But Beren is still going to stay there protecting him, just as his traditions tell him. We'll get through this. Patch is more than capable of doing what he needs to do.
Oh, good. Wanted him to, wanted the kid to have a clear head in all this. But, yeah. I'll do what I can to help him stay in line, General.
Just please, I don't wish for any more fights to break out in camp. Trust me, the morale after that battle is as low as it is, and I don't wish for it to get any worse.
Of course.
I already spoke to Beren about it, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming him either.
Oh.
I just don't wish for people to butt heads, especially at a time like this.
Well, that's good. Glad that he's at least receptive to the direness of the situation. But, just long as everyone's coming back and, you know, we're looking after our own is what matters. Damn, just pounds another shot.
Once we're back on Coruscant, I was hoping that we could have a proper pay to respects of the men that we lost.
That'd be good. But we want to think about getting through this first, yeah?
Of course, trust me.
And
it's only on my mind because I don't like the amount of men I lost either.
Of course.
Like I mentioned to you, they're all people. And people dying in the name of the war that we're all fighting for, that I have a responsibility for, does not weigh heavy on my it weighs heavy on my conscience.
Indeed, and I have my own stuff to say as well, but there'll be a better time and place for that later. I'll let you get some sleep. Got a long day tomorrow, General.
Thank you for the milk, Bruiser.
Anytime, as he pours
And
himself.
she and in that last moment, because she has been talking to him for a bit, she noticed that she really hasn't touched her drink. In that last bit, she does down the rest of it in one gulp before she slams the glass back down on the table.
You get a nice soft chuckle from Russo, just you still got it, sir.
Of course I do.
Good night.
Good night, Bruiser.
And with that, Shuri heads back to her own tent.
Yeah, and with that, I think we can call that a sesh.
Yeah, let's call that a sesh.
Yeah, we'll be back next week to deal with the fallout of whatever this was.
Emotions.
Yeah, a lot of those. But, yeah, we'll start with Jinkles since I know you gotta pop off, probably.
I'm sorry, I have an adult job.
It's
All
fine.
good.
But yeah.
Alright, my name is Jinkles. You can follow me at lovejinkles on twitter.com where I post about voice acting. You can also stay tuned because basically I've been revealed to be the main love interest of the new Sucker for Love game that is coming out. I am the main
Hey.
love interest. It's a very hard name to pronounce, but it is basically the Black Goat of the Woods from H.P. Lovecraft in a dating form. So you can date this hot goat MILF.
Hot goat MILF. Oh, God.
That's the best way I can describe it. Please stay tuned for it because I really loved working on this game and I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's so exciting. Ah!
Nice. Congrats.
Hell yes. But yeah, have a good night, Jinkles.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
People. See ya.
Yeah, and I will drop my stuff as well. I'm Kevin. You can find me on all social medias at KCoutoVA. It's not linked in there right now, but you can, if you liked what you heard today, and think, hey, I want to play some Star Wars 5e with this guy. Yeah, I'm over on Start Playing Games, and you can, make a custom request for me to run you a Star Wars game, or perhaps you're looking for a Clone Wars feel. I will be offering a Star Wars campaign over on the weekends if folks are interested in picking up a seat. We still have plenty of those to go around, but yeah, that is about it for me. Going down the line, we have Tati.
Yo, Tati here. I played Raziel, who's going through it. He's going through it.
Scar journey didn't last super long, unfortunately.
It didn't, but like with Sherry's talk, I think that's something he needed to hear. So yeah.
And figured I'd at least tease that TMOS is it TMOS or TMOS? For Raz's brother.
Oh no, that's Deimos.
Yeah, Deimos. Yeah, I figured I'd at least tease him a little bit.
I really loved that, having his brother in the game somewhat. Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him whenever he pops up again. Social medias. You can also find me on Twitter at Tati the VA. I've been very sick, so I haven't been able to update much of anything, but getting back to the old grind, so hopefully that'll change soon. You can follow me in other campaigns in addition to Revenge of the Crit. Usually on Tuesdays, we stream The World of Eras at 6:30 p.m. PST over at Orion VA's Twitch, as well as Curse of Strahd and Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Thursdays, usually at 7 p.m. PST via Dungeons May Cry's Twitch.
Nice. And last but certainly not least, Mustang.
Hey, I'm Mustang, the Sara, don't mind which. I played Beren today. I'm still reeling from the character development patches pulled on me. Like, damn, like, calls Beren babe publicly? What?
I mean, it was in the tent, so...
Yeah, but, like, out loud.
Yeah.
Like,
out loud is a big step for him.
And was the first to say I love you. God damn.
The fact you reciprocated is so cute!
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, Beren's been saying it in his head the entire time, so... Yeah, damn. And then, you know, almost getting caught by the mom figure of the group, that was...
Nah, you got straight up caught. There's no question
about that was a bit weird, champ. She knew.
She did. But, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Mustangsart, and pretty much, like, everywhere else. Yeah, I've got stuff coming out, but there's, like, loads of NDA stuff I can't talk about at the minute. And... Combat Wheelchair version 4 coming out probably early next year.
2023, baby!
Nice. Heck yeah.
But yeah, fun. So
beautiful.
Yeah. Updates on Twitter and stuff about all that jazz.
Yeah, it's looking like a hype start to the new year. Hopefully, yeah, if anything schedule-wise changes for this stream, we will let you guys know. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we will see you all next week for it'll be a nice session to end the year off on. I'm assuming let me actually we'll figure out the next session. Yeah.
Yeah, we can ask if anyone else is free after that, but definitely next week for sure.
Yeah, but all right, the rest of y'all have a lovely evening, and we will see you all next time. And remember, as always, wear your masks, get vaxxed, get boosted. We love you all very, very much. And may the rolls be with you. Good night.
See ya.
See ya. Dead. Fuck.